Everyone wants to believe in an all-loving God. But what if that God takes their love too far? Well, the character we'll be covering in today's video tends to answer that question, because for the first time on my channel, we're doing a lore video for a series that I find quite underrated, made by Mr. Fudge Monkey's Annoying Villagers, a YouTube animated series based off of Minecraft. Annoying Villagers may on its surface seem like some kind of like skippy toilet brain rot, trash that you would find on the internet, but if you go deeper into it, you'll find a richer narrative which is always evolving and changing, and in general I just recommend watching it for yourself. But today I'm going to be doing a deep dive lore video on its main antagonist, Herobrine. So just sit back, relax, and if you got snacks you can grab them, because we're going in. In the beginning of Minecraft, there were the creators, also known as gods by the inhabitants of this world. Notch would be the first of the creators. He created the world of Minecraft and all of its natural inhabitants. He allowed other creators, as Dinnerbone and Jeb, to lend a hand in creating this world. One of them would be Herobrine. Not much is known about Herobrine's origins, but some legends say that he's a leftover program or virus left by the original creators. How he came to be, he started nearly as an observer. He watched the world around him, and he found that both residents and players of this world were suffering and felt alone. Herobrine felt obligated to aid the residents of this world. Early ages of the villagers' history, there were the zombies, aggressive mobs that would attack the villagers. Herobrine offered the villagers resources to create the iron golems, giant mechanical versions of the villagers, to defend them. He also aided the players by spawning natural structures that would give them supplies and new regions to explore. He wanted to help them, but in a way that wouldn't be intrusive, planting seeds for them to find love in themselves and smile with the rest. However, most individuals in this world wouldn't understand each other, so they always resolve into infighting and cause suffering for one another. Tired of this endless cycle of misunderstanding, war, and pain, he devised a plan of more forceful means, even if it causes more suffering. In his mind, the ends justified the means. Herobrine would gather an army of monsters, witches, zombies, skeletons. Most hostile mobs would bend the knee to serve him. He would need to weaken the players before he could take command of their bodies, possessing them as vessels. Vessels would be an extension of his will. It's here where I like to add that creators are essentially immortal. Mobs and players have no way of harming the creators. However, the vessels Herobrine possess are still mortal and can be destroyed. Once they're destroyed, the players can respawn as normal, no longer under Herobrine's control. Most vessels are not in use and are contained in his personal realm. Vessels in use can tap into this realm and gather more power or get reinforcements. While the vessels seem to work in a hive mind of sorts, some will show unique variations that give them skills and abilities unique to themselves. Whether this is from their original creator or the host is unknown. The most common ability in more powerful vessels is obsidian manipulation. placing obsidian and breaking it at a fast rate, faster than any player could. Some vessels will retain the original skin of their hosts. Whether Herobrine is controlling this or is a consequence of them being recently infected has not been confirmed. It's not certain if special weapons the vessels carry were originally created by Herobrine or mutated during the possession process. Either way, the narrative describes being picked up by a Herobrine vessel was not a favorable fate for any items in this world. Also, I guess it's important to add that items in this universe are sentient in themselves. Perhaps I'll make a future discussion about this, but let's keep on track. As I said before, vessels share a hive mind of sorts, which meant that any vessel who died would have their combat data observed and used to make the future vessels stronger and smarter and harder to kill with the same tactics. Both mobs and players have formed their own cults for worshipping Herobrine. The players give simple worship and aid, while the mobs are more active, fighting alongside the vessels. Some mobs are groomed into being more powerful tools. However, not all mobs would submit to Herobrine's insanity. The blue demon would not be fooled, and came to his own conclusion in the world, wanting to challenge the creators, so he struck out on his own and even actively fights against Herobrine. As for the creators themselves, not all of them are on board with Herobrine's plan to assimilate the player race. However, they do not interfere directly, rather helping his enemies and giving them a fighting chance. Now it's here in the video that I'm going to recommend that you watch the series for yourself. I don't want to spoil everything that happens in it, so you can consider this a good ease into the universe. And if you already watched the series, then you can consider this a easy to digest catch-up. I do hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you had, like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you didn't, you can dislike and give me a comment. At this point, any feedback is good feedback. I have been your digital historian, and I will see you in the next video.